There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Arizona head coach told me pregame. He told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is a team that can do it. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. From deep, it's Moore. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is run out of bounds, but gets the ball across the 50 to the 49. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. They were all over it. Well, that play was supposed to go to the outside.
Well, and the defense knew that too. They saw the sweep right away, got to the outside, understood where the ball was trying to go. Listen, if you put those guys in a cage and you set an edge really hard, make that sweep that's designed where everybody's blocking out wide to go back inside, that's a win for the defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Out wide right, it's Miller. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Bruins line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Looking for the edge. First down, he'll keep it. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Moves the pocket. It's Toppins. Gets it to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on second down. Moving out to the right. Turning it on. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on it. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's Toppins. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Got him on the RPO. Open space at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A first down for the offense. They'll send the back in motion. Straight ahead, it's Miller. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first.
Makes the grab and room to run. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Quick completion to the right. Smashes ahead. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. Got enough for the first down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Run in the red zone. It's Miller. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, UCLA!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Toppins. Oh, pressure's coming. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to pass. Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took... He's going to fire deep. Grabs it inside the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Miller. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bruins!
And you talk about wasting no time. That's what this offense just did. First play, explosive play. Second play, ready to rock and roll. Two-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Barber.
And they did a great job of getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play, right? After the long play, the call came in, everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Coming out with it, it's Kane. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Turns upfield. There he goes. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can
snags it, and there's running room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw. It's Toppins. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to get the corner. He'll keep it on second down. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Snapped on fourth down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Wide receiver going in motion. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both.
Got some room in it to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Scanning the field, it's Toppins. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. From the gun, running back gets to give. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Throwing, Imaliava. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Caught. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught on the RPO. Breaks into the open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Out wide left, it's Miller. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Hands it off. Can't get him to the ground. Gashes him in the middle. Touchdown, UCLA! Great job by the back on the option. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the return, it's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
They'll just run the ball in the middle of the field and watch that clock continue to wind here late in the first half. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Toppins. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on 4th down, and maybe break this game open early?
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the grab on the left side.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. Third down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
Moving the pocket, it's Toppin. Still looking to his right. Goes high to pull it in. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Iamaleava got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Running inside, it's Miller. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The give is to Miller. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum.
It's complete.
quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Toppins. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. The score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's going for a big play downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Rashad Downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. Across the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Back to pass, it's Rios. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Selling the fake. Look out. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's Iamaleava to throw. He He lets one fly deep. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
There he goes! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Throwing, Imaliava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Has it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can.
Touchdown, Bruins! And the stomping has commenced.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Deep in the end zone, it's Kane. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Back to throw, it's Toppin. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Fires to the big fella. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. The quick out, fighting off the defender. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. The give on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off balance with that play call.
He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Iamaleava, a little release to the back. He's dropped.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Here comes the heat. Buried before he could blink.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. Fourth down, Iamaleava. It's complete on the right side. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. When backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
Dropping back, it's Rios. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Wildcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Good job just to get rid of that one.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take it.
It's a fumble! Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground ball on top of it, still get the 1st down. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Sets his feet. It's Toppins. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little